Morning, everybody. Monday morning. It's time for more Desktop Dynasties. We're gonna cruise along in our league today. Hopefully, I'll get. It'd be nice if I could get at least. Well, definitely, I'm gonna get one more season done. Maybe I get two. I don't know. We'll see. Let me bring the game up. You can see. First off, excuse me. I'm running the 1.0. So this is the one that's going up on Steam today. This is the one that's going to be save breaking. So I'm just testing it out on our league right now. By save breaking, that means it's going to create a new folder for your save file. Everything else is going to be the same. I ended up not making the option play change just because as I was searching through there, I found that they're really not being used anyways. So why, instead of making all those things and hoping that it's bug free, I left them in there. When it compiles, if they're not being used, they won't be included in the compile, so it ends up not being an issue. So what that means is when the save folder is changed from test leagues, which I'm sure everybody who's messed with their files knows that, to something like league save or something, if you just copy all your contents over, your league will be fine. It's more of I forgot that I was naming the folder test leagues. That's kind of a dumb folder name for the final save folder. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but I don't know. Seems kind of dumb. So you can do what I did here. I just copied it. I just copied my league over from the test saves to the league folder, and you still have it. It's just fine. Anyway, what's included in the 1.0? Well, that's what we're going to test out today. Mostly it's just little bug fixes. The little things that I see on playback, for the most part, they're just interface type stuff. There's very little in the engine that I'm really that concerned about. There's some things that they're not my favorite things in the world in the engine, but those are things that I think I'm gonna just fix in the coach game because they're systemic things. So as an example, I'm at the point now. I don't know that I love separating man and zone defense. It works. It works in this engine and the way this game was designed, where you have a specific style, and some coaches are man coaches and some coaches are zone coaches. That actually works pretty well. And what that'll also do is it leaves, here's an elite zone defender. It keeps the coaches that don't run zone defense, or yeah, you got an elite zone defender. Coaches who aren't running zone defense won't hoard those players and keep them away from coaches that do run zone defense. That's fine. That all works. But the longer I'm playing, the more I'm thinking, I don't know that long term that's the direction I want to go. I think long term, I don't want the player dictating the system. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like I said, it works for this game, but I think if I want to start, and I'll let the cat out of the bag, I want to start going into multiplayer, and the next engine's gonna be set up for multiplayer. And by multiplayer, I generally mean like import-export style multiplayer, not online real-time multiplayer. But anyway, I want to start going that direction, and to do that, I gotta start thinking about like how are things like this, what are the implications for multiplayer? And I worry that, let's just say we start playing, and the official dev league, let's say, has 100 coaches in it. And out of those 100 coaches, we play enough and we grind enough that we start finding that, okay, well, there's certain defenses that are just generally more effective than other defenses because maybe the league is shifting towards a screen pass in running quarterback league, right? Everybody wants to copy what I'm doing, and they all start doing that. Well, the problem if the player dictates the style, what you're going to end up with is um, teams start hoarding maybe defenders, and there's all these elite defenders out there for zone defense teams, but almost nobody's running a zone. And it seems like a small thing. It's not a huge deal, but it's just like I just don't necessarily want stuff like that to happen. Or if you have the number one overall pick and there's just this superstar lockdown man defender. You're right, Deion Sanders is at the top of the list, right? But you're like, oh, I run a zone defense, so I got to pass on this once in a generation player. I don't know that I want that for a multiplayer league. So stuff like that, I want to convert that to just general pass defense. Is what you're going to see probably in the coach game. I want it to be just like pass defense, because then it's up to the coach now how you use them. It's not up to the player how he gets used. It's up to the coach, because the next game is going to be all about the coach. It's going to be less about the players and more about the coach. So, a player just having pass defense makes more sense in a game like that. So those are the kind of things I'm seeing, and I'm like, well, I don't love that, but I can't fix it in this game because that's not what this game's about. So that's why I haven't been making any of those changes in this engine, is because I thought, all right, well, this engine works for what it is. Instead of like inching up on this one for the next 6 months, at some point I just got to say, all right, I really want to make a leap forward. I don't want to make an inch forward, and the leap forward means I got to start on the next thing, and the next thing's the coach game. So these streams are going to become a lot more heavy with me thinking through things on the next game, and that's why. It's not because I'm abandoning this. It's because I'll still make inch ups on this. Like I'll get into when we start playing. I'll start talking about the update I did make in the engine, because I still am making updates in the engine. They're just very small and quick. But that's my strategy, right? I want to make huge steps forward, and the only way to keep making huge steps forward is to keep just churning out games. So that's the plan. And then my time frame for the coach game is I set the clock started on Friday the 1st. That's when I started the clock on this. I gave myself a deadline of it's got to within 4 months. So what is that? All of March, April, May, June. So like July 1st. So 4th of July weekend, the coach game's got to be ready to go up on early access. And then within 2 to 3 months of that, it's got to be basically feature complete and ready to go. There may still be I'm trying to work with getting quotes on some art and things like that, and that stuff will still come in, but it's got to be feature complete. And definitely we need to be playing the official developers league with a bunch of in multiplayer by the end of the summer, so that when football season starts, that thing is just about ready to play or ready to be released. So that's the timeline. All right, so that was a lot of rambling, but anyway, yeah. So things that I'm thinking about for the next game: man and zone are going to be converted to pass defense. Pass block and run block are going to be converted to blocking. Pass strength and pass skill are going to be converted to just a single passing rating. Actually, let me take that back. That may not happen. That's something I'm toying with in my little like events development testing ground type of thing. Like I talked about last time, I'm testing pass rush and pass blocking right now. Four rushers against 5 blockers, and it's kind of cool, actually. I was a little worried it would be dumb, but it's actually, that I would take me forever to convert a system with 3 blockers to 5 blockers, but it's actually pretty cool. Pass blocking works pretty cool. I'm watching so there's the 3 the three blockers in the middle, right, the center and the two guards, and then the tackles usually get the speed rushing ends. So the piece I'm kind of obsessed with right now, it's the three blockers in the middle against the two defensive tackles, which is similar to what this game is, but I'm watching them in the context of having the two edge rushers with the two tackles. And what do those three blockers do now that there's the rushers that are kind of on the islands? Like, what do they do? Do they just block like the way this game blocks and it's just 3-on-2 and they just do, it's basically a recreation of what I got here? Or do they actually have some awareness with the ends? And the early results are it's working pretty good. The guards will they usually start going to the ends because right away the ends look like they're unblocked, and they usually kind of go there, and then when the tackles engage, they come back. If the when the offensive tackles engage with the end, they come back to and help the center and out with the guy he's on. They're doing a good job of like, okay, block, block, block. This looks like it's handled. Then they shift over. If the end starts to break free, or if the end is handled really well, they come back and help out. So they're doing a great job of switching and helping, which is kind of cool. Needs a little bit of work, but it's definitely cool. Right now, defensive ends are overpowered. I don't have that block stickiness. I haven't implemented that at all, and I'm not 100% sure I'm going to. I may just use player generation to handle that. Like maybe defensive ends. Well, this is the other thing. Players are going to have positions in the next one. So a defensive lineman plays defensive line. He can't play anywhere else. So there's not going to be this situation where you have a linebacker. You just stick him in at DN because he's got like 90 speed, and he just blows up your defensive tackle and goes right around him. That'll never happen because you can't play linebacker at the end. So I can control now defensive lineman ratings. I can make sure that I never have a defensive end with 90 speed and 90 strength and 99 everything else, because it doesn't make any sense. Now, that's just the way it is right now. Anyway, so that was a whole lot about stuff that's not this. Oh, what else? Oh, I did make a trade offer. So I remember this Brent Bond guy. I drafted him, I want to say 2 years ago, maybe, as a potential successor to Duffy. Well, now he's 24. He's $27. He's not really developed into anything special. Duffy's clearly going to be around for a little while. So I'm going to make... Bond's not playing anything, so I'm going to try to move on him. I'm offering him up for a rookie guy to fill in at running back. He's Ray Glenn's really not any better than what I got, but I have this revolving door at running back right now. Like I have Chaz Hurley. He's 30 years old. He's just basically a complete garbage. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to just get somebody in there and maybe hold that up so I don't have to keep chasing that. So that's what I did. Remember last time I did all my re-signing, so I'm good there. And the other good thing is this, where is he? Bond. He's signed till next year too. So this saves me, what, $5 next year? Anyway, that's that. Let's play. And by play, I mean let's sim. Alright, did I get that trade? I suppose I just look at the news. Yep, I got, this is for Glenn. Glenn's the guy I got. And where's Glenn? Glenn moved him in at wide receiver 3. That's not what I wanted. I want Glenn to play running back. And Let's just take suggestions at wide receiver 3. That's fine. All right. We're good with that. Let's save it. All right. So we need to fast sim to the Storm. We have to play the Storm. Here we go. Storm week 2. Why are we playing the Storm? Well, because the Stormer is a passing team. Actually, let's double check and make sure we're playing the Storm. No, we're not going to play the Storm. Let's check the Dragons. We're looking for a quarterback. The Dragons are the right team. Okay, we're going to play the Dragons. We're looking for a quarterback with some pass strength. And the reason is because I implemented the gunslinger feature into the engine. And first of all, I want to make sure it doesn't crash the game. I tried it. It doesn't crash the game. But I kind of want to see how it works. So what's the gunslinger? Well, the gunslinger option is quarterback. So this came from the forum. I've seen this too. Really great quarterbacks are too conservative. Really great quarterbacks, they never. I've even mentioned this before. Quarterbacks have perfect perception of if a guy's open or not. They all know. And the only difference is quarterbacks who aren't great sometimes make mistakes. And that's the only time you have guys throw into coverage is when they make a mistake. Well, if you have a great quarterback, let's say like a 90-90 quarterback, 90 skill, 90 strength, he's almost never going to make a mistake. So you end up with a season where you have, 94 touchdowns and no interceptions if you play every game. Yeah, that sounds about right. That actually happens. So the request was, look, let's put a little Brent Favre in there, or a little Jeff George, or get these guys, some of these guys who are great. Sometimes they just get a little cocky and want to force it in there, right? And quarterbacks do that all the time. Well, I don't have anything in the engine right now that simulates the gunslinger. So I just put that in. And basically how the gunslinger works is guys with super, super high accuracy, they still have high accuracy. That's what that rating is for. Guys with super high arm strength now become gunslingers. And there's a threshold where right now it's 70. So if a guy's got greater than a 70 arm strength, he's got some gunslinger in him. And what that does is it gives him a little extra confidence based on his arm strength to jam the ball into coverage. It's not a misread. There's a tiny window there, and I'm jamming this ball in there. That's what the gunslinger is. So guys with super high arm strength are going to do it more than guys with low arm strength. To compensate for that, because I can see now where you say, "Oh God, I don't want a quarterback with super high arm strength now." I gave every quarterback a bump in pass distance. So you can run an effective offense now with a guy with 70 arm strength. You can still run pretty much your whole offense. Oh man, that guy's wide open. Ugh. Well, here's the other problem. You run zone defense, you're just going to leave guys open, so the gunslinger, he's not going to show up quite as often as if he was running a man defense, but whatever. That's what we run, so that's why I can't do anything about that. But anyway, so that's the gunslinger. It's very... I tried to make it subtle first because I'm not 100% certain what the effect is going to be. But it's in there. So, guys, people with super high strength and high accuracy quarterbacks, be prepared. You could have a little bit of gunslinger. Ooh, just juked it right past him. Nice. Yeah, I think I have it set. Actually, I say most quarterbacks you're not going to see a ton of it. So my thought was at first I want it to be very subtle. Um, Ooh, he almost got past. Then he got worked. Yeah, I'm watching my new defensive lineman that I just got. Um, this Lamb, just a pure pass rusher. He doesn't do any run rush. He's terrible. He's weak. Um, but as a pass rusher, he should be pretty good. He should be able to hold his own. I mean, granted, he got caught a little bit by the great pass rush nerfing of 2021, but he still looks pretty effective, which is kind of what I want. He gets that first step, and then he just gets swallowed up by that tackle. That's kind of cool. My gunslinger, what are you going to throw that or not? Oof. Oh, he got swallowed there. Look at that. Alright. Maybe it might be too subtle. I don't know. This guy should be a pretty legit gunslinger. That's why I picked this team, is because he's in, what, 81? So he's, well, he's on the lower end of the gunslinger rating. Yeah, so maybe it's not. Maybe this wasn't the right team to look at. God, what are you guys doing there? Oof. I know they're in man defense. Let's see if he can get around. No, he can't! Ah! I'm going for it. QB dive. Yeah, there's no way I'm not getting 1 yard. Alright, let's do some more passing. Like, I really am enjoying featuring my wide receiver 1. Oh, yeah! He finally got a step on him. Oh, it got me. Dang it. Well, the problem is, if he doesn't get open, I got nothing left. I wonder, can I just run him straight up the field and beat this guy? No, he's not that fast. Ooh! Alright, let's send to end. That's what I just wanted to see how that looked. Let's check the Grizzlies. Alright. So anyway, I don't know, I'm not gonna go through every team, but the gunslinger thing is out there. Let's just finish a bunch of weeks. Oh man, am I gonna go undefeated this season? Oh my god. Oh, come on! Oh, the Sasquatch, come on! What are the Sasquatch good at? How in the world did the Sasquatch beat me? They ran it on me. Or kick return. Probably running it. My kick return's terrible. Or my kick return is awesome. I don't know why I said terrible. That was weird. Alright, let's finish her up. Nemesis, beat the Hydra. Jeez. Pass defense is ridiculous. I bet it's because of my safety. He's so good. Win the national well, I guess it is the national championship for the pros. Ah, Notre Dame went undefeated. Damn you. All right. I want to see the leaders. How did we do? So Duffy actually had a pretty good year passing. Look at that. Not bad. How about rushing? 1,600 yards. Kind of wish he had more. Vang. Jeez. Yeah, Butler had one hell of a year. Good year for him. Blocking, defense. What do we got for sacks? No. Shannon did all right. Brian did all right. Kick return, punt return. Yeah, nothing really awesome there. All right. Cool. Good offensive year for me. All right. Schedule. I don't think I need to do anything. Let's end it. Yeah, we're not changing coaches. Oof. Oof. Top heavy draft. Oh, there's a franchise quarterback there. Two of them. They're both franchise quarterbacks. Oh, man. Oh, man. 87 speed. 73 tackle. 76 zone defense. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This guy, too. Oh, my God. This guy, too. What in the world? Yeah, and then it drops off quick. Really quick. Alright, so you got to be in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Top 5? Top 5. Top 5 picks are all legit. Alright, let's check my news. Any retirements? Walter. Yeah, the guy who sucked. We don't care. 3 spots, okay. We'll just clear everything. Let's go into the draft. Let's do this. Get pick. What could I get this pick for? Nah, I don't need an elite quarterback yet. Who are they going to take? Mahoney for Purdue? Oh, they're going to take that. Maybe they're going to take him. I don't know who they're going to take. Let's see what they get for offers from everybody else. Jeez. Alright, I'm not trading him. Alright, so here's the first real decision. Do I make a move on Ball? Is it time for Ball to go? God, I could get that elite secondary guy for Ball right now. I think I'm gonna do that. Ball's nice, but he's not a core. I'm making that trade. And I want that, I want this guy, Mahoney. Alright. None of these guys I need to trade. No. Oh, the T-Rex are getting their quarterback. Good for them. Alright, just... Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm waiting for... Oh, we can auto my pick. I forgot. I was just waiting to see if any of the backup guys that I have would be offered, but then I realized I really don't I don't have quality backups anywhere. So it's not worth it going through it all. Oh, Stevenson from Wisconsin. I mean, he's another prospect running quarterback. This might be the right time too. I mean, as much as I would hate drafting a Wisconsin quarterback, this seems like the right guy. It still feels a year early, but who knows when I'm going to get this chance again. And is there anything here worth investigating? What's this guy? Blitz tech. He could be a linebacker prospect, maybe. Alright, and that. I need a D lineman. I don't even have to look. Let's let the computer make their offers first. Oh, I have $2 in cap space. Oh, well, that changes everything. That's not good. Shoot. Shoot. This is not good. Alright, is there anybody that's $2? No, I can't get anybody. Oh man, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Save it. Check my team. Minus 11. Dang it, I knew it. I knew it! Duffy needs a deal. I knew it. Shoot. Lozano. Let's just do an auto quick. Yeah, Lozano. Sorry, Shannon's always gonna. That's gonna be my crew. Lozano and Shannon. I'm not switching that up. Where'd my rookie go? Safety? I could buy that. The fastest safeties ever. Yeah, I could buy that. Although technically I should switch these two. So O'Brien should be 2 because that's my run stopping safety, and Mahoney should be 1. That's the free safety. There, let's auto that. So that gives me O'Neal as, again, a safety or linebacker prospect. God, Lozano is just falling off the cliff. Maybe it's time to move on this guy. Oh, it might be time to move on him. Put him in. Not yet. Not yet. Stevenson. That's my quarterback prospect. Donovan McKicker. Payne. This guy sucks. So do I want to eat the dead cap space? That's the question. I gotta cut 11 bucks. Lozano's gonna retire on my team, so that means I gotta eat this contract. Man, this might be one of those years where this might be one of those guys where I just say, hey, it's been nice knowing you. Who do I have to re-sign next year? Chavez, Nixon, West. Nah, I got a bunch of guys to sign next year. God, the Stevenson pick, I think, was the mistake. Maybe I gotta move O'Neal. I'm gonna move somebody. The smart thing to do is to move Lozano. He's so good though. Let's check leaders. Where is he on the all-time on the defensive leaders? God. I gotta hang on to him. I want him to retire and go to the Hall of Fame. Oh man. Man. Well, alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get through this year and we'll worry about next year next year. Alright, we're gonna release Payne. This is gonna be super stupid, but I'm doing it. Sign him. Sign him. Where is he? Donovan. Sign him. Leonard. We'll let you go. Little. Sign you. Oh my God, we're this. See, this is why I get into trouble. It's because I make dumb moves like this. Now I gotta sign somebody. Let's just get the best special teamer I can. Yeah, that works. All right. Yeah, now I'm in trouble. Oh boy. Yeah, next year is going to be bad. Hey, we'll deal with next year next year. All right. We'll finish that week. Make the save first. Dragon Storm. Let's see if we've got any movement on the quarterback. No. Oh, here's a gunslinger. Let's see if we can find a better one. Grizzlies. Horde. What do the Horde have? Not really. He's good though. Jeez. Jeez. Maybe we should play the Horde. Let's play the Horde. Horde, Phoenix, Swarm, Blues. Let's check those quick. Phoenix. Swarm. Oh, he's a gunslinger. Blues. Oh, man. Let's play the Blues. I don't know if I've played the Blues before. Let's do that. Alright, let's just start knocking out some games. What week are the Blues? Week 8. Alright, let's play. Oh, that's good coverage. Alright, give me 1 second. I need to refill this coffee. Alright. So that's how you know you're set up right. You don't even need to unplug to fill in your coffee. Yeah. Alright. Ooh, my foot warmers went out. There we go. Alright, let's check out, let's see how the quarterback's still running. Nice. End around. Let's pass. There we go. ISO. Ooh. Yeah, that's coverage. Yikes. That's not going to work then. What do we got for screens? Yeah, cover my screen. Go right ahead. Goodbye. Oh, dang it. Delay. Boom. Nice. All right, back at it. Let's see if we can. Let's see how this gunslinger works. Now, if this guy doesn't throw it into tight coverage, then I need to up it. I need to work on. I up the gunslinger percentage. There we go. There we go. So this guy should be the ultimate gunslinger. Yep. Okay. So the last guy that I played was he was kind of at the bottom end of the gunslinger percentage. So I didn't see. We didn't play a whole game, but I didn't really see. He did wait out every single read a whole bunch of times, and remember I don't know if everybody watches all these videos, but each time he reads a receiver and then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every read, there's at least 2 reads in there. So when he goes to 1, it's read. As soon as he goes to 1, it's read 1 again, go to 2. It's a minimum of 2 reads per receiver. So each read, he has an opportunity to say, that guy's covered, gunslinger check, I'm throwing it anyway. Now, the guy who went through every single read multiple times and then ran the ball, that means he's done that many gunslinger checks and none of them triggered. So that's the guy at the low end. This guy has already done it twice. So I feel like it works at least. I don't know if we have to dial it in, we'll dial it in. But I think at least it works. We know that system works. Delay. No, not with the running back. Who would run the running back? That's so 2020 something, 22. Running the running back, please. My quarterback has no gunslinger. Well, he does have a little bit because he's above 70, but he's kind of like that other guy we played. He's just kind of at the low end. So we won't see it a whole lot out of my guy, which is good because I would rather him take off running. Let's test the over familiarity. So they should now be familiar with this play. Which it seems like they are, but my guys are so good, it kind of doesn't matter. That could be tweaked a little bit though. I'm gonna run when I get it back. I'm gonna run it a few more times, and we'll just see. Oh man, he's open. Oh, good. So my safety came over and saved the day. Having good safeties is really awesome. Oh, you missed that one, sucker. I can't believe I've been sleeping on safeties for this long. Yeah, they should be defending this a little bit better, considering how many times I've run this. I mean, granted, my blockers are super elite, but yeah, they should be picking this up a little easier. All right, so I'll make that adjustment. I might as well give the defense a little gunslinger. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to do this, no matter how good my guys are. I'm mostly watching the reaction time of these two guys and the linebacker, and they should be reacting quicker since I've run this thing like 10 times. So that's something I gotta fix. Definitely before I upload. Before I do the upload. I think I may... we'll see how the rest of this game goes, but I think I also may increase the range of gunslingers and increase slightly the percentage of gunslingering. Um, so that the guys at the top of the, like, this guy should be like Brent Favre, where he's just like, I don't care if you're covered, I'm throwing that crap anyways. That's what I want out of him. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's just sim to end. I don't need to keep playing this. I know my guy's pretty good. Alright, let's sim out the season. It's weird. I'm actually kind of excited to see how bad the situation is for me and the Sasquatch again. My arch nemesis. How good are they? Their defense got better. Nobody's touching my pass defense though. Yeah, we beat him again. Corner this time. Save it. Let's check the leaders. College. Oh! Minnesota! Minnesota won the championship! Yes! Nobody will ever say that in real life. Let me see. Leaders. How did Duffy do? Not his best passing. Ooh. Still up there in rush yards. Cool. Connie Vang is dropping. Interesting. I don't see my art. Oh, there's Pace. That's the guy I was looking at. Oh, Butler. Not a great year for Butler. Oh, Lamb with 10 sacks. Look at that guy. Not great. My team's starting to fall. I'm hitting that cliff that I keep talking about. Alright. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. This is where things start to go bad for me. News. Retirements. Walter. No retirements for me this year then. So that gives me 2 roster spots, so I don't need any free agents. I just need the draft. Let's scout this out. So not a great draft. Running back at the top. Not a running quarterback for sure. D lineman. Not bad. Or offensive lineman. Probably more of a defensive lineman. Here's an offensive lineman. That's a run blocker. That guy's a masher. What else do we got? I like this guy. Just an all-around defender. He would be great on my team. God, another Wisconsin guy. Great. Ugh. I can't be loading my team up with Wisconsin players. What would the neighbors think? Anyway. Alright. Stewart. O'Brien. Now let's move down the draft a little bit till Huff gets taken. And maybe we'll make a move. Wow, everybody wants my secondary players. Oh no, there goes Huff right there. Alright, out of my pick. What do we got? What do we got? God, I don't see anybody. You know what I need to do? Skip pick. Skip pick. I can't draft anybody. Shoot. Well, that plan just backfired. So my plan was I was going to skip those and I was going to sign the 2 cheapest guys I could in free agency. I don't have enough cap space to sign anybody. My God, I'm just in so much trouble here. Well, you know what? Let's take our medicine. Alright, how bad is it? How bad is the damage? Oh, $25. Oh my God. Oh my God, 25 bucks. How bad is Lozano killing me? Oh, he's still a 64 linebacker. Look at that second. Look at that. Oh, that pass defense. My goodness. All right. This is going to be brutal. So who do I have to resign? Can I just take all my medicine this year and deal with it? So I'm going to lose Chavez and Donovan. Oh my God, my kicker is playing wide receiver. That's embarrassing. Alright, so let's say I take my medicine. I lose both of those guys. I lose Booker Nixon, the future offensive line. I lose Jorge West. Yeah, I don't care about him. I lose O'Brien, my superstar safety. I don't know that I'm willing to pay that price. And then I lose these 2 guys, which I don't really care about. I don't know if I'm willing to make that sacrifice. $25. So if I just release a $25 guy, I can sign my guys and push the cap into next year again. It's just right when I gotta resign Duffy. Alright, I'm gonna think about this. So I'm gonna figure out what to do here, and then I'll hit that for the beginning of the next stream. So I'm gonna call it right now and go back to working on the coaching game while I think about this. Anyway, so that's that. I'm gonna try. Right now, I can't do a whole lot of streaming on the development of the coach game because this is on my game PC because it's the only one that has a hardline Ethernet port because my development PC has only Wi-Fi and my Wi-Fi is garbage here, so it's tough to stream the development. But I'm gonna think about it. Maybe there's something I can do. I don't know, because I would like to, as I start testing out these little mini games, and just my position specific AI, I would like to get some of that on tape because it's just so much easier to review what the players are doing when you can rewind it like 20 times and go slow-mo. It's hard to do it in real time, so I'll have to figure out a way to do that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just get it to a point where I can compile it, and I'll transfer it to my game PC, and then we'll just, like, we can't do any development, we'll just do like a tape session, and I'll run through it a bunch of times, just lay it down. Like maybe after some of the league games, we'll just take like 5-10 minutes and lay down a bunch of tape on the position specific stuff. That might work. I don't know. I'll figure something out. So anyway, that's it for right now. I don't know, if I get burned out on development, I might come back and play another season today. But otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning.